How are you doing, everybody, and welcome back to the Learner Driver Classroom. My name is Anthony from ADM Driving School, and today's video we're going to be talking about turning right. So if you see my last video for when we were turning left, where we spoke about the MSPSL, where we always mirror, signal, position, slow and look. So in your lessons, and especially in your test, once you hear the tester say right, straight away you're going to start applying your mirror, signal, position, slow. So this time for turning right, we go inside mirror and then right mirror. Once we mirror, that's when we signal to the right or indicate right. Once we've signaled, only then is it safe to move it across towards the centre line on this road. We want to be all the way over towards the centre line, and remember we said when we were turning left, it's always straight up to the turn. We never want to be coming in at an angle here because you're coming onto the wrong side of the road, and also you never want to be coming back in on yourself here, alright? Very important that, because there could be a car coming up the inside here. So once you're out to the centre line, straight. Now once you're in position, S for slow. So remember from the last video, we always said for slow, we brake first. Only when you're going slow enough do you stay on the brake, you come in, you clutch in, come into second and off the clutch. You're on the brake as you do all that. Alright, and then L for look. So the L for look when we're turning right, once this road opens up, that's when we need to look. We need to look down this road, and we want to steer when the front of your car gets to this line here. Alright, we try to avoid steering too early because that's when we kind of cut the corner, and if you leave it too late to steer, that's what we call swan necking. Alright, so just try to steer when the front of your car gets to here. Alright, so this is where people kind of get confused a lot. Because all roads are different here, they're different width. So sometimes when you look here, if the centre line is say up here, sometimes you have to say look ahead again and then look, and once you're at the line, then you steer and you're looking down this way. When you're driving in narrower roads, once you basically, when the road opens and you look, usually you're literally on the centre line, usually just look and just steer. And it's very important, correct observation, look where you're going. What I see all the time is people, just as they steer right, they're driving this way, they go like this, and they look up here. Forget about that. Once I'm steering, I'm looking that way. Always looking where you're going. It's so important, look where you're going. Alright? So once you're in position, you slow and you look, we steer from here. And ideally your correct position is in on the left, nice and straight. Alright, so that's if there's no car coming. So this time we're going to say, well, we're in position, there's a car coming. It's even better when there's a car coming, it's easy. Because all you do is, you're in position, you're slow, you're into second, you're off the clutch, you look, and all you have to do is clutch in and stop at the centre line. Easy. And you're just waiting for these cars to go. If there's a load of cars coming, there's no point just sitting there at the turn just looking ahead at the cars coming past you. What we do is we look ahead, we're looking to the right. You're always keeping that head moving, updating yourself on what's happening down here. So much can happen in a split second. There could be a pedestrian crossing the road the next time. So you're always just keeping the head moving the whole time. Once there's no more cars coming and you go to steer, you're looking that way. Always looking where you're going. Alright, try avoid doing this where people do that. Everyone does it. Alright, just look where you're going. Also, if you're turning onto a minor road, that's where you'll see the sign for 30. If there's no speed limit sign here, it's the same as this road, it will still be a 50. Alright, but it won't be one of these. Now, so the last right turn we took there, we were able to just keep it, we were able to steer, look where we were going and keep it nice and straight in on the left. Alright, Now in this scenario, we see a parked car, alright? It's supposed to be a parked car. So we still do everything the same. Mirror, signal, position, slow, look. When you look this time, you have to actually see the car. There's no point looking, but you may as well have your eyes closed because you still drive behind this. Very important, when you look, you have to actually look and see what's happening, alright? A lot of the times people think, right, I see a car here, and they do this and cut the corner. We still don't do that. We still come up, we look, and we steer from the same spot, but this time we just need to do more steering and a lot faster with the wheel. It's really slow to speed, but fast with the wheel, getting that wheel around to a full lock, because you want to position your car trying to get straight past it. Another thing, when you're looking, when you're driving this way, very important, we don't look at the back of the car. We always want to be looking up here. We always want to be, the car, your steering will follow where you're looking. So if you're looking here, chances are you're going to drive in behind. But if I'm looking up here, I'll be able to steer better and come straight past the car and straight up the middle of the road. Alright, yeah. So that's turning right. There's so many different ways this could happen. That's just the basic version of it. People do get marked so much for observation turning right, because they do, as I've done there a few times, they steer right and they look down here, or else they steer right looking where they're going and they just drive straight behind the car here. And another thing I should mention is we try to avoid the road markings. Just coming in just left of them if you're going to do that. Usually what happens is when you steer too soon, you cut these, and we can't do that in the test. Alright. So yeah, that's the basics of turning right there. There's so much to go over there on that. There's so many different variables of what could happen. So that's just basically what you're trying to do. If you have any questions of something that I didn't mention there, ask your question in the comments, and I'll try my best to get back to you, alright? And also, if you like the video, like it. And another thing, like I said in the last video, watch it a few times and ask your sponsor to watch it with you as well, just because then you will both know what you're trying to do. Alright, so look, best of luck in the test or in the lessons, and as I said, any questions, put them in the comments and I'll try my best to get back to you. Alright, so thank you so much.